Deep in the bowels of Ukraine's former KGB headquarters, there's a deathly silence. There are millions of documents here spanning the entire Soviet period, but behind every anonymous file number lies a story of personal tragedy. Vladimir Petrovich and his team of archivists deal with inquiries from people who want to know what happened to family members and loved ones. Here, a personal appeal to Stalin landed its author, a young mechanic, in the Gulag. A pictorial record of Soviet terror, one of many photo albums here full of dead faces. Here's one example, Ivan Nikolaevich Severin. Here's a picture of him shot by the Soviet security services, and underneath, in very neat handwriting, it says, liquidated on the 3rd of April, 1947. But not all the old KGB files are being declassified. The most recent, and therefore the most sensitive, are being released only on a case-by-case basis. But the authorities hope that, with eventual cooperation from Moscow, a fuller picture will emerge.
It's just the beginning, believe me. I think as soon as Russia will start open and uncovering their archives, it will be more and more truth about the real history.
The idea of lustration, excluding members of the former regime from positions of authority, is popular with some, but it's also highly controversial.
This is completely absurd. It's a witch hunt. To start a process of lustration after 18 years of independence would lead society to the brink of civil war.
Under Stalin, the Soviet secret police would bury executed political prisoners in this wood just outside Kiev.
Ukrainians have a tendency to perceive themselves only as victims of those historical processes. But coming to terms with the past really starts when you start uncovering also your own involvement. If you do this work, this very painful work, the truth will finally set you free.
There are few people alive who could be held responsible for the mass graves here, but examining the more recent past will prove a much more difficult process. Gabriel Gatehouse, BBC News in Kiev.